Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and welcome to your Smackdown review. So, you know, from last week to this week, I mean, it was the same thing as Raw. The same thing is Raw. You had a pretty decent show. Last week I praised the shows. I said that, Raw had bad formatting, but there was still good segments. There was stuff to talk about. It was eventful. Shit was happening. Stories were progressing. Characters were being developed. Pay-per-views were being hyped. Same thing went for SmackDown. Okay, maybe not the whole show was great, but we had a good closing moment. And as a matter of fact, I even said the formatting of SmackDown was superior to that of Raw. You had the McMahon angle. It was great. I mean, Owens attacking a 72-year-old man. It was shocking. McMahon busted open. People were even speculating, was this real blood? Did Owens purposely stiff Vince at his request, at his own request, so he could draw blood? What was it? And the internet had been talking about it, and I was like, yes, yes, this is how you do wrestling. You get people talking. It's fake. Yes, we understand that. But so are TV shows and movies. They're predetermined. They're scripted. We all know that. But the idea is to have eventful things happening, exciting things happening with characters. And, maybe Kevin Owens isn't really much of a character, but he does have a personality. But we didn't get that this week on either show. They're hyping two pay-per-views, right? What, No Mercy, this is this Sunday. And then you're going to have the, what the fuck is it? Hell in a Cell, like 2 weeks after that, right? 2 weeks apart for pay-per-views. So to me, I'm sitting here thinking this is not the way how you properly hype up a show. Why does the same thing happen with No Mercy? What, like, this was the go home show, and it was a show that should have just stayed home. Just fucking stayed. Anyway, let's start out from the top. We started off with Shane McMahon. And as far as I'm concerned, I am sorry, but Shane blew this. You could say it was the verbiage given to him, but my God, I mean, this is Shane McMahon, the son of the owner of the company. So this guy could pretty much do what he wants on the mic, but it was such a lukewarm response. Your father just got brutalized, busted open, squashed by a fat bastard. And your only reaction is like, I'm gonna take you to hell. I'm gonna condemn. I don't know. To me, it felt very lackluster. It felt very anticlimactic. Owens wasn't there. Shane just kind of seemed like he was just gonna get down the business. I would have liked to see a more emotional McMahon. I talked about this from the moment Shane came back early last year. Shane used to talk like this. He used to get loud. He used to say things. Okay, I understand that maybe Shane's a baby face, but Shane calmed down. He used to accentuate points and stuff in his promos, but now Shane's kind of more like this. He just kind of talks laid back. It's like he's fucking Bob Ross. I mean, get him a fucking easel. Get him a fucking canvas to fucking paint on, for fuck's sakes. I mean, the guy is like low key. It's like someone stuck a tranquilizer dart in his fucking ass before each promo. Get excited, man. Get angry. You're probably got attacked. I mean, I know it's fake, but you did this during the Attitude Era. You used to cut some of the best promos on the show, and this is, one of the biggest moments to happen on the show in quite a few months, and you're just not delivering here. You're not doing your end of the bargain. The acting was not realistic. It wasn't on key to what was happening. Randy Orton defeated Aiden English. Why am I watching this match? Why is this match even being booked, for fuck's sakes? I mean, okay, Aiden English has gotten some wins. He beat Sami Zayn. Oh, wow. I mean, that's like scoring a win over fucking Hogan or some shit. My God. Anyway, it was kind of just a way to set up to get somebody else out there. Orton hits the RKO when Aiden dives off the second rope. Rusev with the promo, I just thought it was pretty funny how he came out, okay, I'm going to, exact my revenge. You embarrassed me. We all get that. He goes, and I'm going to do that right now. Like, okay, you don't just tell somebody you're going to attack them right now. You just do it. What's up with the acting tonight? I mean, for fuck's sakes. Anyway, you had Rusev go for a kick. Orton, deflects it. He goes to knock Aiden English off the apron. Rusev then finally connects with the kick and gets the win. So you had the repeat of probably like around 10 seconds or so. So now they're even. I just wish that we could get past this part. I said the same thing when we had Goldberg and Lesnar, whatever it was with the 30 seconds. Can we please, for fuck's sakes, stop with these quick wins already? We've had them so many times throughout WWE history, and it's not like, okay, they might happen sporadically, but they happen all too often. I mean, when you're having somebody lose, I know it's like even Stevens now, because that's the way how the booking is, and we can all say, oh, this doesn't really hurt Orton that much. I mean, it's Orton. But it's like I'm watching it, and I'm like, come on. You know how many people have fucking kicked out of that kick? Okay, Orton already had a match, so you can maybe defend it that way. But it's like, I don't want to have to sit here and defend it. Well, first of all, why is that even a fucking match? It's a beatdown. So this is, I'm going to get to something later on, too, with the Corbin AJ, which is interesting. So this was a match, right? Okay, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. At what point was this decided that it was a match? Jinder Mahal's in ring, and I could tell that WWE was listening to the fans because this didn't air on the YouTube side of things. I was like, watch this, I was like, there's no way that Jinder Mahal's not on this fucking show, right? He didn't go to Japan. Meltzer Magoo is probably fucking masturbating to the fact of wrestlers touching down in Japan. Hey, Magoo, all these wrestlers were in Japan, but I guess you're not going to praise Jinder Mahal because he didn't go to Japan, right? Is that why you don't like him? But Cena, now that Cena's in Japan again, I mean, that must make him like 10 times better, right? Because he stepped foot on the land of the fucking rising sun, right? So I thought that, Mahal, he's taking cracks at him. He's comparing him to Mr. Miyagi. I don't like the whole thing of look at his face. It's stupid. I hate when they cut to the Titantron constantly. But when he did the Mr. Miyagi and the karate thing, the fans were like, that's too far. And I had to go find a separate video of the promo so I could analyze it here. And I'm just like, the fans are saying they did go too far. Some of those things that he says was low-key racist. Why? Because he's Asian? First of all, the whole thing about Jinder, right, is that he's fucking Indian, right? He's not from India, but he is descended from people who are Indian, right? He's Punjabi. Whatever the hell he fucking is. So, the whole thing is xenophobia and everything. So, it's like, so what are you saying? So, how about you guys who talk shit about Jinder all the time? Does that make you fucking racist? That's why I'm saying I have noticed the political correctness in fucking WWE. And these fans, I looked at, the Roman Reigns response video. Check it out here on my channel where I observed it. And I analyze these people. They are the biggest fucking snowflakes, the biggest fucking bunch of cucks I've ever fucking seen in my life. These are the ones, I love women, I'm not sexist, I'm not misogynistic, that's why I like wrestling. Bra and panty matches? No! I mean, and now you have a bunch, so you have the white knights, right? And then you have a bunch of fucking people here that are just like rushing to the defense of Nakamura. You can't make fun of him because he's Asian. I mean, what? So, what? He can't say he does martial arts, people. So to call him Mr. Miyagi, to mock him is wrong. That's too far. And I'm saying, but it wasn't. He's the champion, and it wasn't even on their YouTube channel. I'm going through the playlist on YouTube. and for SmackDown, and it's not even on there. So they're going to just pretend like they're fucking champions now on the show because a few... And the chant was very light, as a matter of fact. It sounded like only a couple of fucking fat goofballs in the front row. AJ Styles and Corbin were going to have their U.S. Open challenge match, but Titan Dillinger fucking runs out. He does a chop block to the leg of Corbin. He's acting like he has a knee injury. The ref won't ring the bell. AJ puts on the fucking calf crusher. Corbin's tapping out like a madman. So here's what I want to talk about. First, let's talk about Corbin getting bitched out here again. He's getting bitched out by two guys that are under fucking 6 feet tall. I mean, and weigh like fucking 50, 60 pounds less than him, 70 pounds less than him, whatever the fuck it may be. And I'm just sitting here saying, because he said something on Twitter, I mean, at what point does it fucking stop? Enough already. Find the man. But don't take a guy like Corbin, a genuine fucking star, a guy that they knew was a star. They gave him the fucking Money in the Bank briefcase. They were gonna put him in a feud with Cena where maybe, possibly, he would have done better and they wouldn't have ended it so quickly had it not been for the Twitter comments. So, but here's the thing. So the Rusev Orton thing is a match. They don't even say it's a match, but it becomes a match, right? Even though Orton just already had a match. So how did the referee determine that? So then you have this thing on the other hand, where this is going to be a match, but they won't start it because, Corbin got chop blocked. So it's like, that's not okay to have a match, but before, like, the stuff with Orton and Rusev, that's okay, ring the fucking bell. Like, what? Like, what's going on, like, with the rules on the fucking show? Brad, it's fake, I understand that. But I'm like, people are just, if this is your first time watching a wrestling show, I always said that, you're going to be like, what the fuck is going on? Why are they not ringing the bell? Like, that's Corbin's problem. He got chop blocked, right? They still started the match, right, with Ty Dillinger, even though Corbin interfered. It's pretty fucking sad. Charlotte comes out of nowhere. Oh, okay, so now Charlotte's dad is sick. So now it's time to fucking jump on the Charlotte bandwagon. And I'm not going to be the one that stands here and says that she doesn't deserve it, that she does. I've said that from when she's been on Raw. Haven't I said week after week, how the fuck are you forgetting about your most talented fucking diva, woman, whatever? So Natalya comes out, and she brings a canvas with her, which is funny because I talked about Shane being Bob Ross, but I guess, Natalya's Bob Ross this week. She fucking brings out the easel and the fucking portrait of herself and does some reveal. It's like, why did she even do that? So Naomi comes out, calls her a crazy cat lady. Becky Lynch comes out. We're going to, then Lana comes out with Tamina. And then Natalya's like, I'm not a crazy cat lady. It would have been funny maybe if she, like, got a little bit crazier over that comment, and she should have said something like, I only have 10 cats, or some shit like that. At least it would have been funnier. But I'm just like, I've always talked about this with Natalya. She's so wooden. That's the fact why they gave her the fucking farting gimmick, because it's just, I don't know, they give her opportunities, but she goes out there and she just can't get herself over. Nobody fucking cares about her. I'm sorry to say that, but man, they have to try harder. She has to try harder. I mean, they come out, she just, you could see that she was trying to do something a little bit there, but it wasn't really getting anywhere. So here you have Charlotte, like I said, and they just like, she's been off for a couple weeks because of her dad, but even before that, they weren't doing shit with her. They weren't really acknowledging her as a star, but all of a sudden now it's the sympathy role. It's the Chavo Guerrero syndrome of Eddie Guerrero dying. Let's, push people because their, family members are sick and we feel guilty. New Day defeated the Hype Bros. After the match, they addressed this. The Usos are going to be wrestling the New Day again. Oh my fucking God, how many times do we have to see this? It's like Owens and AJ. How many times? I'm going to win the titles, but now I have a rematch clause. Now I'm going to win the titles. I have a rematch clause. This fucking rematch clause thing is fucking insane. Because, if they keep trading the titles, there's going to keep on being rematches. How many times are they going to keep having rematches? Title changes, rematches, title changes. It's going to be like an endless cycle. If the Usos win at Hell in the Cell, that means that I guess New Day and the Usos are going to wrestle again at Survivor Series. It's just going to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth because they don't really have any other teams besides the Hype Bros. They broke up American Alpha. What other fucking teams are there? There aren't any. Aren't the Colognes still fucking there or some shit? I don't know. So they show what Mojo Rawley backstage with Ryder. He says that they got to do something drastic to turn the tables and get back on the winning side of things. And I've been saying that from the very start. First of all, fuck this tag team. I've said this time and time again. Do something separate with these guys. It's obvious Mojo has a lot of energy. I gave him credit for that in NXT. They hadn't been able to channel it properly, but it's obvious this guy wants to go out there and entertain. So let him go out there and entertain. Give him a better gimmick. Give him a better personality. Give him better verbiage. Same thing with Zack Ryder. This guy is just let him do what he wants because it's quite obvious that this guy has enough creative juices. And I've said this for fucking so long about him. Have him go out there and just have him talk. I mean, it's not like he's going to go out there that's going to cost you any fucking sponsors or anything if that's what you're worried about. I mean, just the guy, if the guy could create for himself, give him a template and just have him go to town. And I guarantee you the guy could get over again in no time. Dolph Ziggler, first we got Kevin Owens via satellite. Owens says that he's not going to be condemned to hell. People like him go to heaven. So, last week he's there, he attacks McMahon, and now the next week he's not even there, he's via satellite? I mean, it's like they're not even fucking trying. How the hell did he go from all the way up here to all the way down here? I mean, holy fucking shit. I mean, you talk about anticlimactic. You talk about taking a step back, a giant step fucking back. I mean, this is how you fucking do it. I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys, but this is just, it's fucking insane just how they booked this fucking show into obscurity. I mean, they could have a great moment one week, and then the very next week, it's like, oh, we don't give a shit anymore. Let's just have them respond via satellite in a half-hearted promo. Dolph Ziggler comes out and, he copies Triple H's entrance. He copies HBK's entrance. Copies DX's entrance. And he says the same shit. All you people care about his entrances. I'm the best of all time. Okay, so, all right. So Vince Russo hit on something. Obviously, this is something that Dolph Ziggler said backstage, and this is a rib. They're forcing him to do this, but how many... I mean, when you really think about how psychotic McMahon and wrestling is, this is not entertaining. This is not funny. This is so stupid. This is so counterproductive in using a talented wrestler and personality like Dolph Ziggler. He's trying as hard as he can to make this work. There's no way you can make any of this shit work. It's not funny. It's not even like he's doing impressions. He's just being bitter, basically, and copying these people, to be spiteful. It's so stupid, and there's nothing that can come of this. There's, no way that you could really write this into becoming anything, really. Unless... what it would have been funny if Triple H actually came out or Shawn Michaels came out to, talk to Ziggler about this and say, you got to do something drastic to get over, or maybe something like that, or maybe Shawn Michaels would say he would help Ziggler to the top or some, like, get to the top of the mountain again. Whatever. I mean, there's some ways I guess you could write into this, but it's far out of WWE's current reach of what they're currently writing. I mean, and you clearly see the thing. So, guys, let's just be honest here. You look at the Ziggler segment and shit like this. Do you really see this product getting any better in the next couple of years? I know we had segments like Owens and McMahon, you know, which was pretty good. But the thing is, it's like, you look at segments like this, and you just gotta fucking come to the realization that this show is gonna be shit for many, many more years to come. Because if they would greenlight shit like this just to rib Ziggler, I mean, they're putting this out on fucking the USA Network and saying this is okay to air. I mean, so to them, Jinder Mahal saying something comparing shitcake Nakamura to fucking Mr. Miyagi, that's going too far. We can't put that on YouTube. But this Ziggler thing, yeah, put that on YouTube. That's fine. You know, that's 100% okay. We want people to see that. We're proud of this. Yeesh. I mean, my fucking God. Anyway, in the main event, Charlotte defeated Tamina, Becky Lynch, and Naomi to go on to face Natalya at Hell in the fucking Cell. And of course, the Tamina push is over because, Charlotte's back and it's time for the sympathy route. Now, all for Charlotte and everything, but did you notice that Tamina got pinned? Yeah, I realized that, you know, there was some shit, you know, Tamina, like, butting heads with, you know, or getting distracted by Lana or whatever. But it's like, you know, what happened? This was going to be the ravishing revolution. I guess that got cut short, right? I don't fucking know. Maybe she'll cost Charlotte the title. I don't fucking know what they're doing, but it's like you put weeks and weeks of television into Tamina, trying to build her up, and then it's like, you know what? And also on this show, what was Carmella in Japan too? You know, like I'm saying, why? I said this with Cena and everything. Yeah, Cena was in Japan. Why did they book all of these wrestlers to go to Japan? Is that tour really that necessary to sacrifice their television? Do you know like how awkward it looks? You have Carmella involved in the stories with Naomi and everything, and she's not even fucking showing up this week when all the divas are out there. And there's no explanation. They don't even mention that she's in Japan. They don't even mention that Nakamura's in Japan. So it's just like, oh, well, these people are just not here for whatever reason. We're not really going to comment on that. I'm like, what are they fucking doing? They're just pretending like these people are not there or they don't exist. Guys, this was a fucking shit-ass fucking show. I'm just going to come out right now and say it. There's a couple of things, like I said, you know, Jinder might have, you know, evoked a little bit of the Attitude Era, but man, Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens, I mean, what happened from last week to the next? It's a fucking disaster. It's the same shit as Raw. I mean, this is not how you build up a pay-per-view. Mere weeks from a pay-per-view with a big moment like Owens and McMahon, this is how you follow it up? That's fucking shit. That's inexcusable. It's been your YWC champ, signing out.